Hello, 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 it is I, Veyr, here again today, and it has been a while since last I streamed, like last week, whatever. I'm not that great at counting, that's fine. So, I know AQ World's been a pretty boring place recently. I mean, unsurprisingly, really. They have a new shop, I think, is in the summer shop? Yeah, they have these new surfboards or whatnot. Maybe. Hello, Jianan, welcome. Maybe I'll pick up some. Hello, Eric. Welcome. I don't know. I kind of want this Evil Corp one just because it says Evil Corp on it. You know, I really kind of want this one too. Hello, Rennie. Welcome to you as well. Hello, Quago, aka Veyr. Veyr. Whatever, I'm bad at counting. It is down in here right by the chat box. I put it in the chat box so you could look at it. But yeah. Let's see. It do not seem too interesting. Oh, by the way, I have some music. In case you didn't notice, I'm sure you probably noticed at this point. But my music is from a guy called Nikto, and he allows people to use his music so long as I credit him, and his credits are in the description below, in case you were unaware. So, I mean, yeah, there's nothing unusual today. Same as the always, you know, evil Professor Dolphin, whatever, you know. I'm gonna pick up a few surfboards, but aside from that, there's definitely nothing of particular interest today. However, my objective for today isn't really just checking out surfboards or farming experience or doing some other really boring thing that I often do. Darn it, I have this stupid pimple on my lip, and I accidentally flicked it while rubbing my chin. And it kinda hurts. Anyway, so let's see. Just for the sake of Nolga, I'm gonna buy that. I think the Evil Corp one is cool. We'll buy that too. I mean, oh, that's seasonal? That's not interesting. What's this? Dragon Slayer surfboard. Hello, Screw You and Rashed. Hope I pronounced that one right. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know. Now let's sell some of the things I bought just a moment ago. Do I really need that? Not really. See, I will never use these, so I'm just gonna sell them back. Get my ACs back. You know, I can get them back from the buyback shop sometime else. This is what Veyr do. Whenever he sees something he likes but doesn't sure if he wants to have, he buys and sells it. I spend a few ACs, like 70 ACs right there to reserve for any time I want in the future. So today we're going to talk about the future of the AQ Worlds. The stream's not offline, it's online. But it has been a long time, I fully agree with that. So we're going to talk about the future of AQ Worlds, and the first thing I like to say is that AQ Worlds is dead. I'm sure you guys didn't want to hear it, but sorry, it's true. The game is really just dead. And I didn't want to believe it for the longest time, but, you know, seriously, very sad. Unfortunate. I already have a non-man voucher in my inventory, so I don't need to farm it right now. And the reason for this is probably because of the way the systems have worked. Let's go farm experience while we're at this so we're not just randomly loafing around. Let's trigger an experience boost or something. Well, we'll do it in Nightmare today. And the reason for this is simple. Any game that doesn't have an influx of new players is going to die. And that's a fact, because there always has to be new players coming in for a game to live. this is because no matter how dedicated your old existing players are, they will all eventually leave. Or not all eventually leave, but they will slowly, they will slowly start to leave. And why might that be? It's simple. It's because life. People have to go do something else. People might get bored. People do this, people do that, blah blah blah. They might have to go work, they have to go to school, they're going to college now, they don't have the time to play anymore. It doesn't matter, but for some whatever reason, very few old players, just still stay around this long. So, considering that the majority of AQ Worlds right now is primarily consisting of old players, tells you how many old players there really used to be. So we're probably just 10%, maybe 20% of the old players. There's 6,000 people in AQ Worlds right now, so maybe there was 60,000 back in the old days overall, right? But they don't stick around forever. So in order for the game to continue living, there has to be a constant influx of new players. And AQ Worlds really failed that. And not just AQ Worlds, I feel like this is true of basically all of Artix Entertainment's game. In no way am I attacking them, but what I'm just trying to do is bring this to light, whether they realize it or not. They have to keep making new games to keep getting new players. And why is this? It's because of the rare system. Because I have stuff like the Astral Orb, I have stuff like the Oblivion Blade of Nulgath. And I have rare classes like Abyssal Angel. I'm using a rare class right now. And somebody who joined today, even a month ago, even 3 months ago, even half a year ago, will never get these. A year ago, you would have been able to get Abyssal Angel, but other things, no. And the reason for, and the issue with this is that new players will never be as powerful as old players because of the heavy focus on rares. There is, however, a way to mitigate this issue, and that is to allow trade. However, that's another mistake they made, that they don't want to deal with the hassles of trade. Because trading is inherently an issue. Because it inherently brings issues into the game. Because if someone hacks someone else's account, then trades all the other person's good stuff to their own account, that's clearly a problem. And that's primarily why they were why the AQ Worlds guys decided not to create a trade system. Oh, I just automatically went to Nightmare. Should I go to somewhere else? It's just so slow, because Nightmare is the fastest and requires the least amount of attention. Because all the other places like Time Space, they're just not fast. But maybe I'll go to Time Space, It's not like I care that much about experience, do I? Okay, so you guys can all join us here, I guess. That'll work. Sorry about that, I completely forgot that you guys can't. Okay. So, I've already determined that AQ Worlds is a dying game. Oh, fudge that. I have to go pull out my stupid Ephemera Essence pile from the bank so I can not deal with that. Stop dropping things. Here it is. Alright. So this is ultimately the unfortunate issue with AQ Worlds. The rarity system and the rare system and the lack of trade essentially forces new players to wallow in a pit of mediocrity. They can never get the stuff that us older players have. And I'm saying this as an older player, and even us older players don't have everything. I've missed plenty and plenty of things as well. And I'm sure many of you too have missed tons of things. I'm sure many of you think back on the days where Oblivion was still around, and some of you go, well, I wish I knew. I wish I knew how to mitigate that. I wish I could get Oblivion, but I will never, because I was young and stupid. I was a 4th grader or whatever at that time. And that's just unfortunate. And it's just sad. So this is the issue with the rare system. It's really unfriendly to new players. And again, a game that is hostile to new players is not going to survive the long term. Because new players... Because a game's lifeblood is a stream of new players. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself by looking at Skype and all that, but... A game's livelihood is a constant influx of new players, and this is a... They buffed Doom Knight? No way, seriously? You're not joking, are you? Oh, see, really? They buffed Doom Knight? Oh, incredible. Impossible. I do not believe. Let's see. Not that, you flippin' useless Veyr. Huh? Oh, of course, it's already in my inventory. So I'm flipping useless. Design notes? Ah, I guess there's something to be excited about. Can't believe I type out the frickin' URL. Okay. So we have, okay. Necromancer. Oh, so they've buffed the Necromancer. That's very wise, that's very wise. Okay. Doom Knight, the dot double, damage on hit 200, cracked soul, and stacks. Soul Crush will guarantee to hit but will never crit. Reduce the dodge, reduce crit rate. Change deal damage based on HP. I see. Self damage, resolute. Classic Doom Knight. Both evil and have one of the Doom Knight classes. Okay. Paladin. Okay, so they weakened Paladin. And they buffed the Legion Paladin. Okay, that makes me a little happy, but Legion Paladin honestly is more than useless. Okay. So that's surprising again, but I have to enhance all my junk because I don't even have luck enhancements on stuff. Oh, screw fighter enhancement. Fighter enhancement's worthless. Until after rewrite. After the rewrite, maybe. I don't even have a set. You see, I didn't even bother making a set for non-Wiz because all the classes I use are just Wiz. Dang. Okay, that'll have to do. And I guess I'll just apply it to some random weapon. Yeah, we'll do it on unarmed, I guess. Oh. Doom Knight's mono regen's no good though, is it? Compared to the more modern classes. I don't even remember what this thing does. Oh, it stuns him. If I have this on, then it won't stun him, it'll do something else. It'll increase damage output, I think, right? Oops, I thought I used number 2 on him. Anyway. So, I guess... I mean, I've explained this a million times how AQW is a dying game. I'm not interested. The mono regen kind of sucks. On Doom Knight. It's not special like it used to be. It's just an okay class in a world of okay classes these days. Let's swap back to... Well, the reason why they are focusing on AQ3D is pretty simple, actually. Because that's the way that they designed it. Just as before AQ Worlds, the original AQ, Mesh Quest, Dragon Fable, all of those were really big and really popular. But then AQ Worlds was popular, and every time this keeps happening with all of their games because they do it the same way every single game they made. Hello, Super Cheerful, welcome. Oh, I see, Stefan. Anyway, I'm not too big on that. I'm just going to randomly slay things because I'm going to enjoy myself. So, I'm going to probably keep the stream relatively short, anyway. So what I want you guys to... So what I want to hear from you guys is, what do you guys think was the best part of AQ Worlds when it was good? And what do you think was the worst part? Even when it's bad. Because I may be designing a game someday. And that day may be close, also could be far away. But eventually, I will. So I want to take all your feedback into account and then execute everything that was bad and really bring out everything that was good. So that is going to be my future goal, and that is why the title of this stream is Let Us Discuss for Our Future. Okay, so Nulgat, when something was hard, when stuff is a challenge, when Jug was a challenge, when going to Nulgat himself was a challenge. Okay. That makes sense. Best part is Dage's birthday, and the worst part is late updates. So, Dage's birthday, so definitely moderator / game character / artist designer birthdays, I think that's important as well. Yes, the Chaos Saga. So a very, very well-designed, well-made story. That's definitely true. It was really great when it was great. But they started slacking off around the second half of the Chaos Saga, and then they ended it so poorly because they had so many bugs with that Mount Doomskull and everything. And then ultimately, yeah, it was a pretty disappointing ending, and they haven't really followed up with a better storyline. You're right. They really need to follow it up with a better storyline. So a storyline, very important. Alright. That's what I thought as well. So it's releases, storylines, difficulty. You can add me, but I don't know if I have any spaces on my friends list. Hello, Snorlax, welcome. I might not, you'll have to find out. So yeah, so stuff has to be a challenge. There shouldn't be any power creep, or minimize power creep by also increasing difficulty of quests. Because Juggernaut items in Nulgath used to be hard, but it's not anymore. It's just a pretty normal quest nowadays, considering all the farming pets we have. And that's power creep, and should not be done. I feel like they did the same thing with the classes. Because at the beginning of the game, classes were way weaker. And now classes are stupidly powerful, and it's like every class is better than the last. And that makes all the old classes outdated. Although they're trying to make them better, they're trying to update the old classes and get them back up to speed, which I'm really proud of them for doing. If I've ever been proud of them for anything, it's one of the things I'm proud of them for. Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud of them for that. Very well done. A valiant attempt, but it will not save the game because the ultimate concept of the game is flawed. So, anything else? Anything else that you guys think? So Something that you think should be changed? Something that you think you loved, you didn't like? What about the story made it so great, for example? The saga was brilliant, but why? Because we all know it was great when it was great, but we know it's terrible now. They don't have any ideas now. So what do you guys think? When you need a healer, yeah. I think definitely one of the things that a lot of MMO games try to do is force players to play in parties. So they have tanks that don't deal much damage, but can take a ton of damage. And then they have squishy, aggressive classes like assassins or archers that could deal a ton of damage, but die super easily. And the other thing was and healers that can't take a ton of punishment and can't deal much damage at all, but they are the only people that can heal their teammates. AQ Worlds, I think what they did was they made all the classes into jack-of-all-trades classes, really eliminating the need to play in a team. There's no teamwork necessary in AQ Worlds, because except for the very, very strongest of bosses, everything you can solo. You don't require a team to do anything in AQ Worlds, because the classes are capable of high damage output, amazing healing, dodging, taking damage, everything. And I think that is an issue. It's one of the things that made AQ Worlds so great for me back in the old days was community. Because the only class that could heal was healer, and because the only class that were good at attacking were like mages and rogues and warriors, it forced people to team up to kill tough bosses, because a healer would never be able to kill the boss. They'd run out of mana before the boss would get taken out. And as for the warriors would never be able to kill a boss because the boss has way more health than they do. They never could do it. And same with all the other classes. Every class has a weakness and is balanced out by being in a party with a bunch of other people. Now, one of the issues with being in a party in AQ Worlds was the severe lag. Now, right now, even with 4 players in this room, this thing is not running at an optimal frame rate. I'm sure you guys can tell. It's running at less than 30 frames per second. And an optimal frame rate is 60 frames per second. Now, I understand this is due to the limitations of Flash, and they didn't account for that. But I think that was also a mistake that they didn't understand way back then, way back then. Because they made tons and tons of games before this. This is not their first game. So they should have already understood the limitations of Flash at that time and accounted for that and created their own game engine. I know that they wanted to keep it a web browser game. I know development would have been way more difficult creating your own game engine instead of utilizing the existing Flash, but definitely, I think it was a mistake to just piggyback off of Flash just because you could. Hello, Susan Evereast. Welcome. Yes, another thing, Jenin, sorry I didn't address this a moment ago since I was talking. Jenin thinks that one thing they should remove is the ability to split rep classes by paying 2k ACs. I agree with this, because giving the people who pay money a shortcut is one of the worst things you can do. Well, not the worst things you can do, but giving them the ability to do that for virtually everything. Because directly getting the class, some guy who just doesn't want to farm can get all these classes is super easy for just, a few bits of money, for some money. And people who farm, that prefer to use their time instead of their money, So I think that the solution to that is probably you can pay special money that you get from real money. So in this case, you can pay ACs for, say, items required to merge a class, or say a rep boost, right? See, this is another thing they made a big boo-boo with. They made it so easy to get rep boosts and, class boosts and everything. Boosts should be hard to get. The normal player should not be able to stock up hundreds and hundreds of boosts. I have, what's this, 100 days worth of class boost? I can play for 100 days straight with class boost on the whole freaking time. And now I know I'm one of the unusual guys that logged in so often that I actually was able to stock up this much. But just look at how many boosts I have. This should not be normal. A face reveal? Sometime else. Actually, it's right here. Here's my face. Ha! This should not be normal. That's another balancing issue. It should not be this easy to acquire boosts. Boosts are special. They're something that lasts for a short duration and are very prized. The other issue, the fact that there's another thing, and it's actually deflation of the currency. And this is true in both the case of gold and ACs. Back in the beginning days of AQ Worlds, if you had 100,000 gold, even Arctics would say, wow! Because that's how hard it was to get 100,000 gold. Now I sit here with this millions and exactly. Yes, exactly, Stefan. It's so easy to get these boosts. And I think that's wrong. People should pay for the privilege of using these boosts instead of just getting a bunch of free boosts every day. That's just poor. Because they could have essentially turned boosts into a sort of market. Another thing is, yeah, inflation of currency. I didn't quite get through that one yet. Xianian. Oh, sorry, Xianian. I'm bad at pronunciating. And I also conflagrate. That was totally the wrong word. I also compilate my own words for usage, seeing as I'm Veyr. Whatever stupid things Veyr does, Veyr do. All the stupid things Veyr do, Veyr do, blah 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 blah. So yes. Will I make a face reveal? No, not for the foreseeable future. Possibly later, eventually. Maybe. Probably not. You'll find out. Someday. So, I know that I've rambled about the issues of AQ Worlds a bajillion times. I have so many videos or streams or everything where I ramble about the issues of AQ Worlds. So I think that I should stop rambling and start getting your input. What do you think makes a game good? So, we have the storyline, we have community, don't pay to win, power creep. Of course I remember you, Legion. I remember you reasonably well. Ah, the item of awesomeness, Wheel of Doom, definitely. A lottery system. The poop pun? Which poop pun did you make, Stefan? I don't recall. A poop pun? But yes. The Wheel of Doom was great for new players because it allowed them to get these things. It helped. And those Wheel of Doom idea was great because it allowed AQ Worlds to inject the players, new players, old players, everyone, with rares that they said wouldn't be coming back. So I think that having some sort of lottery system is really cool because it gives players a lot of hope, because people like that hope. What if I get the super special 0.1% thing? The winner this month? No, not really. I wasn't paying attention. You see, this is the first time I've been on AQ Worlds in a week or so, or 2 weeks. Because I'm bored of it again. You know, it's really, really hot here today. Like, toasty, toasty, roasty hot. and it's really irritating. I hate dry heat. I should live somewhere humid. Yes, the Wheel of Doom. And the way they do it for the lottery is essentially give everybody a free spin every month. And they gave all the members a free spin every day. I think that's wrong. That's pay to win. The game should not be pay to win. However, people could also purchase these tickets. I think that another major issue is the fact that the game's currency is separate from all the great things like entering the lotteries, all the special items, also AC items, they're separate from gold. And you can't buy them with gold. So you can't buy all the best things by just playing the game normally. That's just terrible. You should be able to do that. So I think that the game's currency should be singular. And you can get it through normal gameplay, not only through purchasing. Now, gold you can get through normal gameplay, but ACs you can only get through purchasing. That's wrong. I want to be able to get ACs through normal gameplay, and I'm sure all of you do as well. Sure, it doesn't have to be easy to get them. They're supposed to be difficult to get. They're special money. But I think that they should not only be obtainable through purchasing. They should be obtainable through normal gameplay. Yes, constant updates of the game. I think that's right. It's very important, however, it's also not important at the same time. The reason for AQ Worlds' necessity for constant updates is because AQ Worlds has a sort of, you go through this thing, and then that's it. You do something, and then that's it. I farm my Nulga thing, and then that's it. I kill the first Chaos Lord, and that's it. That's a problem because it's just grinding. And you will finish grinding everything given enough time. And you can play through everything. There's no replayability value. So I think that a game should have replayability value so that it's not boring even if you play the same stuff over again. It should be different every time. See, the way AQ Worlds has this different every time is by using an RNG and saying, hey, this boss has a 1% chance of dropping this really cool weapon you want. So you gotta kill him a billion times before you can get that. That's unrealistic. Because, think about it. If I'm a hunter, and I'm shooting a deer, how many deer do I have to get a deer? 1! Right? That makes sense. Right? It's true. Yeah, true, sometimes they do give us ACs. But yes, repetition of ideas is terrible. That's the most despicable thing in any game. Using your game over and over, using the same content over and over again and assuming players are going to be really happy about it, that's terrible, right? That just makes me want to cry. Kinda not really, you're right, Elijah. Hello, Destroyer of Worlds. Sorry it took me a while to respond to you, I was busy rambling. As you know, Veyr likes to ramble. I can ramble on for ages. Anyhow, since it's so toasty hot, I have my super puny desk fan running. Don't know if you can hear it. Did I pick something off my cable? Darn it. I know what it was, but it can't possibly be anything important, right? Eh? I guess? In theory. Deja no get classes because some items. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think you should sort of give the game replayability value. Take, for example, the game of chess. Now, I understand it's not a computer game, but it's been around for like 500 years. It's been maybe 800. It's been around since the medieval ages. Chess is virtually eternal. and people still play it, and it still has value, and people still enjoy it, and they hold tournaments, and lots of people watch these chess tournaments. People have chess clubs. Do you guys have an AQ Worlds club at school? Ha! I doubt it. But I'm sure a lot of your schools have chess clubs, right? Chess has been around forever. It's never been updated. It's such a simple game. There are 64 squares in alternating colors. Each player gets 16 pieces, and each piece has its own different way to move, and the objective is to capture your opponent's king piece. And that's it. It's such a simple game. Yet, there's so much strategy required in it. And a chess player can play chess over and over and over and over again. There's no variance in chess. Everything that a player does is because they did it or their opponent did it. There's no, oh, if I kill the king, I get a 1% chance to win the game. Who plays a game like that? Right? Now understand, chess is not a computer game. And you can't really have an RNG in a physical game. But the point is, a game with no updates has been around for centuries. And by the looks of it, I don't think AQ Worlds is going to be around for more than a decade. 2018, October 2018 is going to be the decade anniversary of AQ Worlds. And honestly, at that time, I think it's already virtually dead. It's only a little over a year from now, and I think AQ Worlds will be virtually dead. There'll still be people playing, but not quite. You can still rig the 100-sided die, but we ignored that part because that's not the point. Because you don't roll a 100-sided die when you play chess. Just saying. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, I died. Haha! Is everyone AFK? I should just go to Nightmare. So just imagine that, right? Oh, whoops. Lol. Why is my slash join not working? That was a bug. What the zombie? Oh my goddess. What the flipping zombie just happened? Did you just see that? That is a problem. Okay, that is a serious issue. Are you joking, AQ Worlds? No flippin' way. Actually, that was flipping strange. I don't even know what happened. See, this is another issue. You know how chess is a physical game? You don't get glitches like this when you play chess. Let me tell you that. Huh. As you can see, clearly, this is an issue. Issues like those, if they exist, need to be eliminated as soon as possible. Now, it's understandable that they may not exist, and that's fair, but I mean, they may not exist, but they may not be known to the developers, and that's fair, but they should be squashing bugs as quickly as possible. Anything that is weird, funky like that, should be cut out. They should fix it. I'll probably send them the clip later, so. Again, I'm not even a chess player. I'm not even interested in chess. But chess retains people's interest because it's a... And despite the fact that chess has not been updated for centuries, it's still an existing game. What makes chess great? Sure, it doesn't have glitches like I just experienced, but the same could be said of any physical game, right? Only computer games have this issue, and I know that you guys don't want to play chess, right? You guys are here because you want to play AQ Worlds. You want to play a computer game. You want to do something digital. This is the digital age, not the wooden, stupid, knight-shaped things that are really just horse-shaped pieces of plastic age. It's the age of the computer and brilliant digital thingy or whatevers. So yes. Okay, I've rambled way much. Is there anything else? Is there anything else I need to ramble on? I'm sorry, I totally rambled all stream log. Nice, Stefan. So yeah, I mean, okay. I've rambled on so long that I've completely forgotten my train of thought. Speak the truth, I've lost it. It died. It died somewhere along the lines, somewhere where I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Seriously. I don't really get why you guys watch my stream at this point, because every stream is the exact same thing. It's me rambling about why AQ Worlds is dead and just punching monsters and getting experience. I'm the boringest guy ever. I didn't even try to do anything interesting. Smiling Death Fang mask? What is this? Oh, I see. I'll take a look at it. I see. Yeah, nothing really interesting. Hello, Yanks, welcome. It's another as per usual Veyr complaint stream. Can I go watch anime now? Have I streamed long enough for you guys? It's been 40 minutes. I could have watched like 2 episodes of anime in this time. I've devoted myself to you people enough, so I should go watch anime now, right? Goodbye, see ya, I'm out of here. Just kidding. But seriously. Anyways. Okay, if somebody sends me, let's see, $1,000, I'll do a 24-hour stream of AQ Worlds, mostly of me rambling and getting sick of it. No, not 1,000, 10,000, 10,000, so I can buy more magic cards. If you send me $10,000, I'll buy more magic cards, and then I'll do a 24-hour stream for you. Brilliant! I can fully foil out my deck, my modern deck, and, you know, yeah. My longest stream was 4 hours or something. Yeah, I know, killing monsters is boring, right? I agree with you. But there's nothing to freaking do! AQ Worlds is worthless! Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm on for you guys, okay? I wouldn't touch this game with a 20-foot long pole if it was just me playing at this point. So, my membership expires in this December, and to be honest, I don't think I'll be renewing it. I'm sorry, my friends, but... And of course, you know that I can't play without membership. And so, when my membership is over, I'm leaving AQ Worlds for finally. It's sad, I know. I think it's sad too. I used to love this game so much. It was such a great game, but they've given me no hope. And it's not worth your money anymore. Which is true of all dying and dead games. But just enjoy it while it lasts. It might still last a year or 2 or 3 years more, but just enjoy what's left. Have a good time. Enjoy your time and have a wonderful time. Enjoy the last moments of AQ Worlds. AQ Worlds is sad and old and boring and dead. Yep. I'll still keep my account though, because it'll be an artifact of the olden days. I'll look at this, I'll someday character page myself 20 years in the future and go, ah, I used to play this game. I once streamed this game. This game used to be my life. And I'll look back on it and thank AQ Worlds for all that it's done for me. It's entertained me through enjoyable times, through boring times, tough times, easy times. It's done a lot for me, I guess. And for that, I'm eternally thankful if it weren't for the fact that I just closed my frickin' page on accident. Good job, Veyr, you're an idiot. Good job, stupid Veyr. You're a frickin' idiot. I clicked the button on my mouse that does Control W and I closed my page! Oh, let me put up the no peeking screen. What happened to the no peeking screen? Why is it black? Shouldn't a no peeking screen have a no peeking sign? What? Ah, I thought we were in Nightmare. Welcome to the modern world. Ah, that was that was stupidly depressing. Ah, that was that was funny, eh? Funny. Veyr's an idiot. Veyr is a flipping idiot. Welcome to the modern world. Xianyan. Skip school for a week to finish the Chaos Saga? Wow. That's dedication. See, that's the kind of game that AQ World should be. It should be the kind of game that makes you want to skip a week of school to finish some quest. Right? That should be what AQ World is. Do I know Ashes? No, I don't think so. I don't know very many people because I'm only a solo player. But yeah. Oh, rank 8 Spellcrafter? I think I have rank 9 Spellcrafter. So I could get it, I guess. I'm not all that interested, but yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of game that I envision a game should be. The kind of game where you want to put down everything and just play it. But most importantly, we also want to be a kind of game where not only you can just put down everything and play it, but also a game where you actually could put down everything and play. A game where you could actually make money through, whether it be items that you can buy and sell or a currency that has real world value. so that you actually can make money playing the game. And by allowing that sort of system to exist, people can truly dedicate themselves to a game. It would be brilliant. It would be their life. A life in a different world. A life in a second reality. Imagine that. Imagine a game like that. And ultimately, that's what I aspire to create. A second reality. Not a game. A second reality. Another world, another place. You still have to feed your physical body. You still have to urinate and use the toilet like I often do during my streams. You still have to eat food. You still have to sleep. But aside from that, imagine if you can live in a second reality. You tend to your physical body, but your mind, your spirit, and your soul is in a different world. A realm where anything is possible. Maybe not anything, but a realm that is far more fun, far more entertaining, far more value than the realm that we live in currently. Imagine that. Wow. And now, it may be a long time before I can make that a reality, but that truly would be incredible. Oh, virtual reality. You know what I have to say about virtual reality? It's garbage at the moment. You pay $800 for this crummy headset that's super sweaty and weighs 1,000,000 pounds that you put over your eyeballs. And then you also have to buy like a $400 graphics card and a high-power CPU, spend like $1,000 on your computer to even run it at a high enough frame rate so you don't get nauseous. Puh! Reality. Virtual reality. That's not really what I'm going for. In the future, yes, virtual reality will be everything. It will surpass its current form and will surpass the form of any game currently. But that time is not now, and I'm thinking of now. Now, I think a game that could design itself, design its own releases, or a game that you could contribute to, the player could design releases, the player could do things, invent things in the game, and then sell them to other players. Again, a second reality. You could go to a virtual restaurant, and the food would actually look tasty. Have you seen the food of AQ Worlds? I don't know if I have any, but it's like just a meat on a stick or something dumb. I don't think I have any, but it's like a meat on a stick or something. That's, pfft, you know. I mean, have you ever eaten in a game? Just imagine Minecraft, Minecraft, that terrible, crummy game. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sure some of you love that game, but I think it's terrible and crummy because I played it so much I got sick of it. But all you do is you right-click on your food thing, and it slowly disappears. Seriously, that's not eating. Have you ever been somewhere or gotten a plate of hot steaming food? Even if you couldn't smell it, you could see the steam coming off of it. You can see the plate artfully compiled into this delicious steak or a spaghetti or a burger. And just imagining it, only just drooling it, and just looking at it, you can start salivating. Games don't provide you that. They don't give you that. Oh, Stefan, don't worry. That's what I'm thinking about. We want to have a game that's accessible to everybody. So even on just a basic laptop, even on a phone, it should have enough hardware to play. Obviously, if you have better hardware, you should be able to access even more, immerse yourself even deeper. But even with weak hardware, you can still play it, you can still enjoy it to a massive, massive extent. And that's just untrue with virtually every game of the current generation. Even now AQ Worlds, it doesn't even matter if you have god tier hardware because it can't use it, so it's just laggy and crappy the whole time. That's depressing. It really is. And now imagine a game where you actually feel tired. If you keep playing, you know, your character's stamina, if it drops, then you would actually feel tired. You can't do that. Not yet. But you can give the sort of illusion that it is. Imagine that. That would be quite incredible. Oh. I don't believe so, Xianian. It's not. Also because they don't want to be purchased by anything. They don't want to be one of these funded companies. They don't want to be bought by a bigger company. They like being a small company, like doing these things. And I fully agree that they're much more dedicated, much closer to the players than many larger companies are. But they're at the same time, they're incapable of doing things correctly. And if they are incapable of doing things correctly, maybe they just need to step back and get themselves fixed up. I don't know. Anyway. So I've rambled for nearly an hour now. And I guess I'll leave when this boost is over. It's 8 minutes. So, I guess that'll be it for today. I know I've rambled way over much. But yes, welcome to the modern world. Welcome to the world of Veyr. Don't worry, Elijah. I'll still be around for another 8 minutes. Why do I even want to level up? I don't know. There's nothing else to do. What's Boku no Pico? I'm currently watching some other anime. It's kind of interesting. It seems pretty funny, and I like funny things. Nanatsu no Taizai, the 7 Deadly Sins. So that should be pretty interesting for the moment. But yes. I should loop this song. This song is great when you're feeling depressed. Every time I play AQ Worlds, every time I ramble about AQ Worlds, I just get so depressed. It's depressing. It's really just too sad. I can't stand it. It's just, oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't play and stream AQ Worlds anymore. Every time I feel sad. Imagining how great this game once was. How good it was. Xianian. Well, I think far bigger than you think that I think. I look like a guy who can only complain, but someday something will happen. And I'm hoping that day is coming very soon, and I'll be attempting to make that day come very soon. If you want to talk to me some more, because I'm a pretty interesting or boring guy, just give me a call on Skype. Well, maybe not call, but chat on Skype. It's down in the description below. And You can add me and private chat me as well. My Skype is Overlord Veyr, no spaces, no capitals. And yeah, I would love to share my ideas, share my thoughts. I know I ramble endlessly, I apologize for that. I'm a terrible guy that rambles, but I make my effort, and you should just enjoy your life. And if enjoying it requires that you make something to enjoy yourself, then by all means, go and make it. Like my speakers, like my computer, like my magic deck. I had to go and buy each of those cards individually. Like my speakers, they're 4 feet tall, and I use them to listen to music. They have incredible sound, which you guys can't really hear all that well since chances are you don't have speakers like these. And I have my expensive computer, and you know, let's go build it yourself. You prefer Discord, Xanium? Well, I don't have a Discord, but you know, you can contact me on Skype, and if you can convince me to make a Discord, maybe I will make one. Somebody has to convince me. Everyone just keeps telling me make a Discord, whatever, you know. But no one's convincing me yet. You have to convince me. I'm like your teacher. Convince me to give you an A, and I'll make a Discord. Didn't Discord just get bought by Amazon or something? Oh, Discord was bought by Twitch? Really? No, it wasn't. No. I'm asking Google. Google knows everything. Ha! You just noticed, Stefan? Yep. I got music from a guy called Nicto. Link to his channel down in the description. I don't know him personally or anything, but he says, but the thing on his channel says that so long as I credit him, I can use his music in videos. And I actually like his music, which is brilliant, so I get to use it enjoyably. Oh yeah, I know that Twitch was bought by Amazon, that is true, I know that. But yeah. If somebody can convince me to use Discord, then I'll use it. Till then, join me on Skype. Send me an email to my non-existent email. Well, I mean, my email exists, but you guys don't know it. But yeah, contact me through Skype. It's probably the easiest way to do it. My experience boost is startly dying. That's wonderful, baby Gragas. He's gonna play AQW forever because he got tons of rares. Man, don't he feel special, and don't I feel special too. I have so many rares, but the game's not worth playing. It's like saying that I have 50 chess sets, and then one of them's made out of solid gold, and another one's made of solid silver. Does that make chess more fun? No! A chess set made out of solid gold, or diamond, or platinum, or whatever have you, is the same as a chess set made out of plastic. Although a magnetic chess set is super awesome, it's way better than all the other ones. You get you get the point, right? Yeah, I stopped doing character page rating because it made me sick and tired. Then again, everything makes me sick and tired, to be honest, so whatever. I guess you guys can contact me through Twitter too, but I don't really check Twitter, so whether I'll respond to you and see your message or not is just luck. You know? 50,000 Prussian francs. Brilliant. Prussia's not even a country, is it? It's used to be a country. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing but useless. Man, this music is too good. Love you, Nicto. Brilliant music. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Exactly. Some things are really cool, but they're really useless. Stuff like Abyssal Angel, rare classes, and stuff like Oblivion, those are stuff that are cool and useful. But unfortunately, AQ Worlds is not going to hold much value for very long. It's sad, it's sad. and very disappointing, but you know, someday. Someday something will happen. Alright, my boost is just about out, so I think I'll be heading off for today, my friendly friends. I will see you another time. Have a wonderful day. Good night, my friendly friends. Take care. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to go watch anime because, you know, Veyr style. But 2 suns. 2 suns?! Sun is evil. It's been a despicably hot day today, you know? It's pretty horrid. Speak the truth. Goodbye, my friendly friends. I will see you another time. I should actually turn off this, shouldn't I? Yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you another day.